American Ninja is a 1985 American martial arts action film produced by Menahem Golan and Yoram Globus's Canon Films. Directed by Sam Firstenberg, who specialized in this genre in the 1980s, the film stars Michael Dudikoff in the title role and is the first installment in the American Ninja franchise, followed by American Ninja 2, The Confrontation, 1987. It had a MS an alternative to prison. Young American Joe Armstrong is conscripted into the U.S. Army by a judge. Joe ends up fighting off the Black Star Order of Ninjas while stationed in the Philippines. He saves Patricia Hickok, daughter of Colonel William Hickok, Joe's commanding officer, from a kidnapping attempt. But when the rest of Joe's platoon is wiped out by the Black Star Ninjas, Joe's popularity with his fellow GIs takes a nosedive even as he is targeted for revenge by the Black Star Master, who directs the Ninja Order, Reception. But it was a financial success, and since then, it aged while they are performing chores on the base. Corporal Curtis Jackson goads Joe into a fight. Jackson proves no match for Joe's ninjutsu expertise, which greatly impresses him and their fellow soldiers. Shortly thereafter, Jackson discovers that Joe is an amnesiac. He remembers very little of his past, other than running with various street gangs and mastering several exotic martial arts. The grateful Patricia organizes a date for herself with Joe. Jackson and another soldier, Charlie Madison, sneak Joe off the base. Joe and Patricia are caught during dinner by First Sergeant Ronaldo. Ronaldo is in the middle of a meeting with black marketer Victor Ortega, whose payroll the sergeant is on. To get Joe out of the way, Ronaldo leads him to an abandoned warehouse, ostensibly for dropping off supplies. There Joe is ambushed by ninjas but defeats all of them. Then Joe's truck is stolen, and he gives chase using a motorcycle. The truck driver runs Joe off the road. Thinking Joe, however, hides under the truck. He is brought to the heart of Ortega's operation, which encompasses the Black Star Ninja training camp. Ortega is paying the Black Star Order for weapons stolen from the army, which he then resells to the highest bidder. Joe is discovered but escapes with the aid of Ortega's servant Shinyuki. Returning to the base, Joe is promptly arrested by military police under Ronaldo's false accusation that Joe himself is fencing the arms. Jackson realizes that Joe has been set up, but his protests are wasted on Ronaldo. The Black Star Master infiltrates the base that night and slaughters the on-duty MPs. He then tries to kill Joe, but is thwarted by the sudden arrival of MP reinforcements, none of whom see the Black Star Master fleeing the scene. One of the dead MPs is found with a throwing star lodged in his head, further implicating Joe. Bonley Jackson, Charlie, and Patricia believe that Joe is innocent of the charges he now faces. They tell Hickok everything they know about the hijacking and murders, but he scoffs at their story. After briskly dismissing them, Colonel Hickok meets Ronaldo privately, revealing that the colonel himself is Ortega's accomplice. Even as Hickok orders Ronaldo to finish off Joe, the Black Star Master kidnaps Patricia since her father is becoming a less-than reliable partner. Ronaldo attempts to run Joe returns to Ortega's mansion, where he is reunited with Shinyuki. It is revealed that Shinyuki, a former Japanese holdout soldier, adopted Joe at birth after the boy's parents died. He trained Joe in the ways of ninjutsu until a bomb blast separated the two. Each has believed the other to be dead for years. Now Shinyuki completes Joe's training, and they launch a surprise attack on the Black Star training camp. Shinyuki sacrifices his life to help Joe defeat the Black Star Master. Meanwhile, Hickok leads his own assault on Ortega's villa to rescue his daughter and to wipe out loose ends connecting him with Ortega's weapon trafficking. Ortega flees by helicopter, with Patricia as his hostage, after gunning down her father. Joe, however, boards Ortega's chopper. He and Patricia jump to safety just before Jackson shoots down the helicopter, killing Ortega off the road, only to be killed himself. Brings the truck to Ortega. Been considered a cult film.